Hello to my third grade family. I would just like to introduce myself. I'm Rabbi Jeff Gordon, teacher of third grade Judaic at Rambam Day School. So I want to try to explain to everybody what's going to happen this year. Hopefully, all the subjects we're going to have this year happen. As I explained to your children the other day, it's a transition time. We have new things that we're going to be doing this year, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. So we start our day out with benching after we eat lunch, and after that we daven. Now with the davening, this is one of the new things. I will be responsible to add on certain parts of the davening, and I'll get to this a little later, but what I do is every week I add on a small portion of the part that we're supposed to do in totality, 3 or 4 lines in the siddur, and it'll all be clearly marked on their homework sheet. And this is something they're supposed to practice all week, both in the class and at home. Certainly there's a great focus on Chumash, on Torah. We will be starting, I think I've mentioned counting out to the kids. We have a lot to do. Baruch Hashem, thank God I've been able to do it over the last few years and get through all we need to do. In the Chumash, it's about 8 total parshas that we will be covering. We do some with the verse by verse, and some parts we do as like a story. Along with the Chumash, as you remember from last year, there was a great emphasis placed on shoroshim, on the roots of the verbs, as well as on vocabulary words. And I'll get more to that in a minute. Also, something new that we're adding on this year, we'll be having a book about the first of the Navi, of the prophets, the book of Joshua. And they will have a special workbook for that, and that will be done mostly, if not completely, only during class time. As well as something else new, which emphasis will be in Rashi letters, which are commentator of the Torah. We have a workbook for that as well, but that workbook I don't really give out until, say, after Hanukkah time, sometime in the middle of the winter. And the point is that I'm to teach them letter recognition and some word recognition as well. And the workbook will go through. It's not a long workbook, and the students usually all enjoy doing that. But by the way, your children already are aware through the Lahavna Lahaskil program of some of the Rashi letters already. They may not be aware of it, but they are. Okay, so of course we have the Parsha study as we did this week, and certainly with Rosh Hashanah and the holidays coming up, we'll be talking a lot about the holidays as well. We set up their notebooks yesterday on Friday, with portion places for all of these materials, especially Parsha and holidays, because I would be giving them a lot of things to do and information to place in their notebooks. Also, this year we have a Chayenu, as we did last year. Last year they had the first volume. This year I might use parts of the first volume that they didn't get to last year, but if not, we will certainly be in the second volume. The main thing I'd like to emphasize, though, is their homework. That's the thing that they look forward to the most, I hope. Anyway, I will be sending home a homework sheet. It's a full sheet of paper. There are 3 sections in it. On the first section, there will be for Chumash, Torah, for Torah review. Second section will be for reading in the siddur. And then there's a third section for any extra things I might come up with or need. This is very important. The main part of the homework throughout the year will be practice reading in the siddur every night, as well as review of whatever verses we study that day in Chumash. This is something that is very, very important in the ability, in increasing the ability of the students' awareness and information and knowledge of how to learn and study and translate verses in the Torah. At the bottom of the page, there is a place for the signature of the parent, and that's what I need from the parents. I need them to please sign the sheet and send it back to me so that I know the homework was done properly. So again, the homework sheet's very important, and I look forward to you taking interest in that and showing me that they've practiced their reading and that they have reviewed their verses. They will have all the resources they need to do both of those things. I look forward to a wonderful year. I've already enjoyed the 3 days we've had so far teaching your children. We didn't get a lot of teaching done. We did a lot of organizing and discussing things and procedures and things of that nature. But this coming week, tomorrow, I plan to get right down to what we'll be doing pretty much every day, every year. If you have any questions, please call me. My number is 912. My cell phone number is 912-441-6933. Look forward to a great year, and I look forward to seeing you and meeting you and talking to you. Have a good night.